Beautiful, glorious Scotland has spoilt me for every other country. These souls with great material possessions were allowed this because of past good works in their previous life, but now feel there is no need for spiritual progress. They are too easily forgetting why they were granted this material wealth in the first place. Therefore we must stop them from accumulating more material gains to guide them back to the right path. I would rather marry a good man, a man of mind, with a hope and bright prospects ahead for position, fame and power than to marry all the houses, gold and bones in the world. Plant your feet and stand firm. The only question is where to put your feet. Do not allow the baby to walk too soon or she will become bow-legged. In grief, words are poor consolation, silence and agonizing tears are all that is left the sufferer. So you are on guard tonight, on guard in the White House after helping to murder the president. When I can bring myself to realize that he has indeed passed away, my question to myself is, can life be endured? He is a butcher and is not fit to be at the head of an army. Yes, he generally manages to claim a victory, but such a victory. He loses 2 men to the enemy's 1. He has no management, no regard for life. I have no hope of the re-election of Mr. Lincoln. The canvass is a heated one, the people begin to murmur at the war, and every vile charge is brought against my husband. I think the doctors would especially like to keep one in bed. The love of money is the root of all evil. What day is so dark that there is no ray of sunshine to penetrate the gloom? My evil genius procrastination has whispered me to tarry till a more convenient season. My husband did the great work of the war, but Grant had all the pecuniary compensation. Clouds and darkness surround us, yet heaven is just, and the day of triumph will surely come, when justice and truth will be vindicated. Our wrongs will be made right, and we will once more taste the blessings of freedom, of which the degraded rebels would deprive us. I would rather marry a good man, a man of mind, with a hope and bright prospects ahead for position, fame and power than to marry all the houses, gold and bones in the world. Tell me, how can I live without my husband any longer? This is my first awakening thought each morning, and as I watch the waves of the turbulent lake under our windows I sometimes feel I should like to go under them. That dreadful house, that dreadful house. I seem to be the scapegoat for both North and South. Beautiful, glorious Scotland has spoilt me for every other country. With trembling anxiety I had been permitted to watch over and minister to my idolized husband, through an illness, and receiving his loving farewell words in return, I could have thanked him for his lifelong, almost, devotion to me and mine, and I could have asked forgiveness for any inadvertent moment of pain I may have caused him. That miserable inebriate Johnson had cognizance of my husband's death. Why, was that card of Booth's found in his box? Some acquaintance certainly existed. I have been deeply impressed with the harrowing thought that he had an understanding with the conspirators and they knew their man. As sure as you and I live, Johnson had some hand in all this. I must dress in costly materials. The people scrutinize every article that I wear with critical curiosity. The very fact of having grown up in the West subjects me to more searching observation. To keep up appearances, I must have money, more than Mr. Lincoln can spare for me. He is too honest to make a penny outside of his salary, consequently I had, and still have, no alternative but to run in debt. These souls with great material possessions were allowed this because of past good works in their previous life, but now feel there is no need for spiritual progress. They are too easily forgetting why they were granted this material wealth in the first place. Therefore we must stop them from accumulating more material gains to guide them back to the right path.